What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video where today I am going to be rocking the classic 3-4-3 formation. This is the team I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Flick with possession game going up against this meta 4-3-3 long ball counter formation. He's got Forlan, Juve, and that new Elise Blitz curl card. So let's see what we can cook. Let's see what we can cook up here. So just swinging it out wide, I can go for the cross film. I can go for the ground play, swinging out to Nori on the ball, running down the left-hand side, edge crossing plus acceleration burst into Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But unfortunately, the keeper makes a save. So we're going to go for a nice little set piece routine. Going to call him a short here. Going to try to work my way into the box. Lionel Messi on the ball into Ryan Aid Nori. By the way, the individual instructions on this team is going to be 2 deep lines on the left midfield and the right midfielder, and a defensive on the DMF in being Frank Rijkaard. Try to work out a nice little 1-2 play. This Zlatan try to get a nice little slap shot with his willpower. The willpower shots are slowly stacking up, so it's going to be a bit dangerous for this opponent here. Again, I'm going to try to cook up something here. Trying to go for a little like chipped lobbed play into the box here, onto the head of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but unfortunately his Edwin van der Sar makes a save. He's going to head that down into Doof into Forlan, trying to do a nice through ball, splits the defense there. But fortunately for me, my Dita there is going to come out and make that nice offensive keeper play. I'm telling you, if that was a defensive keeper, he wouldn't have never probably come out, even though it was offside. I just don't rate defensive keepers at all. Rijkaard playing against Zlatan into Messi on the ball, twisting and turning. Messi's still on the ball. Messi, he just dodges the tackle. He completely ignores the tackle from Costa Corta. Messi's still going, trying to go for something cheese on a near post, cleared off the line by the defender. Absolutely insane plays going on here. Michael Elise on the ball, playing that chipped over the top through ball into his Juve against Nesta here. What can my Nesta cook up? Nesta just kind of slow on his feet. I'm caught holding match. We got to be holding dash and press, but Saliba gets the clutch clearance there. Rude Hula, nice improvisation, but unfortunately couldn't get anything going there. Declan Rice on the ball. Trent playing that stunning over the top pass into his player there. Elise trying to make something happen, but it didn't work out. Gonna just take my time, recycle it, trying to play my way out on the right and the left hand side. You got to make sure you utilize the width of this formation, and you have Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Ruud Gullit just absolutely just hammering in those crosses home. Nice acceleration burst, finding that space. That separation is super important. Ain't Nori so much time on the ball. Ain't Nori, what can he do? He tries to go alone, but unfortunately couldn't get anything there. Again, with my corner kick routine, let's see what I go for here. I'm gonna be calling a Nori short. See what I can cook up here. I'm trying to play it inwards into the box, so I'm gonna play it back into Messi. Messi gonna be playing that ball into João Cancelo. João Cancelo, nice double touch. João Cancelo, full back finisher. João Cancelo, such an amazing card. I really hope that another version of this a nice double Showtime Souls João Cancelo can come, especially a fullback finisher one. He's such a not a rare card, obviously. Probably a lot of people already have him, but such a unique card if you know how to utilize him right. He's such an amazing player. So back on the ball, Lionel Messi. Again, we have 3 forwards here, so the pressure is going to be on. He is on 1 bar offensive, so I'm going to be swinging that ball out into Ain't Nori running down the line here. He has Trent Alexander-Arnold on him. Try to go for like some sort of super cancel. That was kind of like a misplay there, but I do like it ends up going a back post into Messi. That could have been a nice little play. I could have possibly had some improvisation in, but it doesn't really matter. Ain't Nori on the ball. Going to be just recycling back into Araujo. Araujo trying to find Ain't Nori again, but his Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to make that interception into his right here, into his right card. Right into De Bruyne. Got to be a little bit careful. You see that run. He could have really done some serious damage if he played a first-time through ball onto his right winger there. So I gotta kind of, watch out for that. I'm gotta be a little bit more careful with the ball, but we do recover. Again, being in that back 5 setup, and then just in a 5-2-3 and attack it with a 3-4-3 is just so good. But I gotta be able to defend these quick counters here, just to give my left midfield and right midfield a bit more time to retreat and come back and help out with the play, and then kind of turtle up in that 5-back that 5-back setup, playing that prime Hetafe, that prime Atleti ball. So these are the substitutions I'm going to be making. I'm just going to be bringing on Son, and that is going to be it. Just Son Heung-min, and again, acceleration burst, the blitz curl. Gonna try to cook up something here. Right, Frank Reich, he just gives it the ball immediately off a kick out. So we take that João Neves into Son. I'm just triggering João Neves on that run there. You can slow it down and replay. I'll watch the replay back to see what I exactly did there to trigger that run. If you're wondering, Ruud Gullit, again, that high physical contact, high balance is always going to be nice, but I do give it the ball up there. Got to be a little bit careful because, again, I am playing with flick possession game, so I am going to be having that high line. So I can't really be too careless. Saliba going to win that header, or Saliba is going to win that header. He's going to be tracking back nicely there. Araujo, again, he is very hyper-aggressive with that one-bar offensive, so I got to be a little bit more careful. This is why, like, you have to be comfortable with your center backs, especially just dribbling, passing, just stepping up into space. You got to be very, very careful with your center backs there. João Cancelo going to be switching a side to side. Look at this. Look at the space. It is incredible how open you get in this back three setup. Going to be finding a nice header onto the head of my striker there, but unfortunately couldn't get anything there. Flick is disappointed, so we gotta avenge ourselves. We gotta make sure we do better there. Frank Rijkaard gonna be playing into Son Heung-min, into João Cancelo. So much space, so much time on this right hand side. Again, he's just always free, swinging it back post into my bullet header. Ruud Gullit, but unfortunately I couldn't get anything there, so we're gonna again have to survive another counter attack. Our guys are back defending by Do. I am just a bit careless there. Juve on the ball, gonna be playing it into Diego Forlan. I thought I could have gone the block off there into the correct shooting lane, but he did play that smartly. He put a little bit more power onto that, so the height of the ball just beats my matchup animation slide tackle. Look at the right hand side. So much space. Do you see that? Look at the space he's in. He's wide open. Wide open. Well, Cancelo. I mean, this 3-4-3, you're just always wide open. One of your players are just always just wide open, waiting for that pass. So João Neves can be playing to Rijkaard to Neves into a Nori. Keeper makes a save, but Ruud Gullit is there to clean up the scraps. That is going to be 2-1 to us. So just gonna kind of have to just watch out for this kickoff here. Son Heung-min just manually tracking back here. Gonna try to win that header. We don't win that header, but Saliba wins the second ball. Frank Rijkaard to João Neves. João Neves swinging out to 8 Nori. 8 Nori into Gullit. Gullit back into 8 Nori. 8 Nori still going. 8 Nori. What can he find? Just a recycling back. Trying to recycle the play, but we couldn't get anything there. Gonna be getting that nice interception. And no, thank you, Juve. You're not gonna cause any trouble anymore. Frank Rijkaard. What? Look at this. I'm telling you. These side-to-side switches are just incredible. Side-to-side, endless space. I mean, you're just absolutely tearing people apart. Mind you, I'm in a possession game setup with a Hansi Flick. These tactics are just insane. João Neves on the ball for Rijkaard. And Neves, I'm just all over the place. Zlatan into Gullit. Gullit trying to find Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I delay the cross back into Zlatan, onto the head of Zlatan. That is going to be 3-1. Easy as you like. His 3-4-3 setup is just incredible. I love it so much. João Neves just trying to manually track back. Nothing easy for the opponent. I don't want to give him some dodgy goal and he gets some crazy script. Plus 4 minutes of additional time. I'm going to try to see this game out. 8 Nori, nice little acceleration burst to get away from the stage. Trying to go for the nice switch into a wide open João Cancelo. I see. Look at Cancelo. Just sitting there wide open, easy as you like. Ruud Gullit on the ball into Zlatan Ibrahimovic finding 8 Nori. 8 Nori, I knew the tackle was coming, but unfortunately couldn't get anything there. Ruud Gullit on the ball, but we go backwards. Try to get that extra 4th goal there, but look at this, 71% possession, 8 shots total. That is just crazy stuff, but we're going to move on to the next match with the Norwegian kit. This time I'm going to be utilizing quick counter. Going to be putting on João Neves because Bellingham is out of form with Hansi Flick ball. Again, Messi, Zlatan, Gullit up top. João Cancelo and 8, and we're going to be on the flanks with Araujo, Saliba on the right and the left hand and the right hand side, outside center backs respectively. And then Ness is going to be filling in that central role. Usually though, I would be using Saliba in like the central center back position. The reason being is that on the ball, like passing wise, Saliba is actually the worst out of the 3 from what I have. But Saliba is usually not a player you want to be utilizing as like a ball playing center back. I got to be a bit more disciplined there. His Dino there trying to get a crazy snapshot off or whoever that was. But Saliba going to be playing back into Dida there. Dida in it to Araujo. Just seeing what we can find. Just, again, taking my time in. That is not smart assist. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, are you using smart assist? That is not smart assist. Go into training mode and play like a stunning just a low driven pass or a stunning lofted pass. Well, for whatever reason, if you full charge it or something like that, it's just gonna it seems like smart assist. It's not. But anyways, back to the gameplay. Lionel Messi on the ball. Look at the run. Just look at Cancelo. Man, Cancelo. If he just ran inwards there, that would be amazing. Instead, he's just kind of just going toe to toe with him, not really utilizing, just exploding that space. But I'm going to be playing back into Dida here again, just taking my time with it. And Nesta playing into Rijkaard stepping up into the space, going to be playing into Messi. He has Cancelo on the run. I'm waiting for the run, but I'm just going to try to drive into that space. I have Tony Adams on me. I'm just going to try to play a cheeky back pass into my player there, but it doesn't really work out. Rijkaard on the ball into Aït-Nouri. I don't have overlaps. Aït-Nouri is the overlap. Aït-Nouri try to cook up something there. I did forget that Aït-Nouri does have double touch, so I got to get used to that. Saliba on the ball. Saliba into Cancelo into Nesta playing it into Cancelo. 1-2 with Neves into Messi. Still have Cancelo making that run. I'm gonna have that easy blitz curl, utilizing the run from Cancelo to create the space into the easy blitz curl. As easy as you like. 1-0. Lionel Messi. This Messi card is just broken. He is better than the bully Messi. I remember there was like a long, standing comparison. Oh, is bully Messi better than this blitz Messi? This blitz Messi is clear by like a great distance. When I mean great distance, but it's not even close. That is going to be my argument there. João Cancelo on the ball. Just taking my time with it. Saliba into Rijkaard. Going to be waiting for Cancelo to make that run into Cancelo. Cancelo playing into João Neves into Zlatan into Messi into Zlatan back into Messi. He has João Cancelo in so much space, so much time. Guess who's back post? It is going to be Zlatan actually coming near post there. I didn't want to swing it back post because that was not either Hullet or Zlatan there. Yeah, but Zlatan did make that fox in the box run. Going to be making it 2-0 to us. Again, at this formation, you got to utilize the width of the formation, just switching it side to side, utilizing those wingbacks. Sometimes their wingbacks makes those crazy inwards runs, so you got to be ready for that. I'm just going to tear this guy apart with this nice little 1-2 with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Nice fake shot. Try to go for a nice fancy finish. Couldn't get anything there. Ruud Gullit into Zlatan again, stacking up the willpower. Ruud Gullit again going to be sweating it across into Zlatan for the nice finish. 3-0 up. This Zlatan card is insane. Yes, I will be making a player review about Zlatan. That is going to come again. Just so much space, so much time in this 3-4-3 setup. Ruud Gullit on the ball, playing it, just lofting it into Zlatan, but unfortunately I couldn't get anything going there. So we're going to be having a corner, and you already know what's probably coming. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to go for it. I'm just going to go for a simple, just chip the ball into the box, onto the bullet header of Ruud Gullit, but we couldn't get anything going there. Again, this 3-4-3 setup, so I'm immediately pressuring my opponent. He can't really take too much time on the ball. João Neves is going to be trying to cut off the passing lane. He does there. João Neves, can he recover the ball? Yes, he can. João Neves being that absolute workhorse, switching his side to side into Cancelo. Try to do a nice little double touch cancel into the pass, but that I didn't get anything there. Sliding in recklessly, but I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure this game is already over. 3-0. This opponent is in shambles. 71% possession is 7 shots on target, just absolutely dominating. Frank Rijkaard on the ball into Saliba into Nesta. What can you find? I'm just going to be playing into Araujo into Aït-Nouri immediately has pressure on him. Don't worry. I'm going to try to do a nice little, just wiggle around there. Rijkaard into Hullet into Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's stacking up the willpower. Ibrahimovic on the ball. Nice little double touch into a shot there. What does the referee call? What's going on? Somehow calls an offside. What is going on? Now, hopefully that willpower shot count, because the willpower is definitely stacking up. Zlatan, I tried to go for a skill there, but nothing happened. Doesn't really matter because Zlatan Ibrahimovic with the stacked willpower. I don't even know how many willpower shots Zlatan is on right now. This Zlatan card is he's insane. This Zlatan, he's just, I don't know what his opponent's doing. Trying to dance some of your share key there. Zlatan, nice double touch into your pass, laying it off to Lionel Messi. He has Ruud Gullit back post, waiting for that cross. But I'm going to try to find Zlatan into try to get a nice willpower shot off there. But we couldn't get anything, so we got to track back manually with Cancelo. Look at this, I'm in a back 5, just being absolutely just turtling up. No need to be caught. Like, I mean, look at this. I mean, look how many men I have back. It's just incredible. His Dino trying to dance on me, but he couldn't get anything there. So that is, we're going to be going on a nice little counter attack here. 8 Nori on the ball. 8 Nori still going. 8 Nori just doing that nice little sharp touch. They're going to try to dance on him. Crazy skill from 8 Nori, but his Hakimi, he wasn't falling for it. So that's fine. So we're going to try to track back with João Neves. João Neves still on the ball. It's playing it into his Dino, but Araujo is going to beat. What is going? See, this is what I'm talking. Look at Araujo again. For some reason, Konami wants me to upgrade my Araujo. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I've had this Araujo for 2 years now. I refuse to upgrade him. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. Frank Rijkaard gonna be playing an outlet pass into Zlatan into Neves, into Hullet, into Zlatan, nice little double touch. Zlatan on the ball, gonna be playing it out wide to João Neves. Barely gets the pass off. Gotta wait for support here, but unfortunately the support didn't come soon enough. So Messi is on the ball again. This game is pretty much a game over. 4-0. We're gonna take this win nicely. I'm trying to tackle this guy. Like, why is he keeps dribbling? Like, I couldn't catch up to him. But it doesn't really matter. Here's Sharkey on the ball. Shaw can tell he's gonna win that every single day. Got the positioning, got the corrected body movement, body positioning on his player there. He's gonna play a nice little chip through a ball here. Again, just kind of you just get with these counterattacks, these quick counters. You're generally try to go for a nice little like setup over cancel, but. Quick tip, when you're defending these counters, I know people will probably be discouraged when they get hit by a through ball, but just if you're able to survive for like at least 3 to 4 seconds, wait for your fullbacks to come into position, and then you're going to be turtled up in the back 5 with your 2 center midfielders, your DMF, being on defensive end, either your whole player or your box-to-box, just covering, like, just to provide that central coverage in front of your defense. So yeah, that is going to be pretty much the end of the video. There we go. That is going to be the game there. 4-0 to us. Operation Zlatan, as always. Thank you for the match ball. Zlatan Ibrahimovic says, yeah, just good games all around. Beckenbauer dabbing up Cancelo. Yeah, 61% possession, 8 shots on target. Not too shabby at all against this interesting team name. But yeah, he has a good team possession game with Fabregas with Pele and Juve up top. That Messi card and that Cherki card, and I am going to be showcasing the stats there. So yeah, cool little analysis, but that is going to be the end of the video. So if you did enjoy that video, do not forget to like and subscribe, and of course, I'll see you in the next video.